Today's project is turning this owl drawing into a 3D cutout. So the first thing I did is I sketched out my owl in the Procreate app using the symmetry function, and the style is supposed to be resembling that of the traditional or American traditional tattoo style. So here is my little owl sketch. And then I just exported this outline only as a PNG file and imported it into Inkscape. So you can just do File, Import, and then select the file from your computer. And then once I have my file imported, I'm going to do an image trace. And I just prefer using Inkscape for my image trace when I'm using outlines. I just find that it's a little bit easier than doing it in Illustrator, just because all I'm doing is tracing the black portion, and I find that it's a little bit more accurate for my liking. And then I deleted these little dots because I decided that they weren't going to be easily translated to the laser. But that was really easy. I just used the direct selection or the node selection tool to highlight and delete all of those dots. And then from here, I just changed it to a red stroke outline, which is what I use in my files as the cut function. And then I turned off the fill. And then I copied and pasted this shape. Right now we're going to make the backer. So I broke this shape apart using the path menu and then unioned it. And that is a really quick, easy way to do an image trace. So then all I need to do is just cut this out on my laser, and I did the 2 layers. And then once it was cut out, I like to separate my pieces by what color they're going to be, especially if I'm spray painting. So I just used some scrap pieces of cardboard and some painter's tape to hold down my pieces so that they don't blow away while I'm painting them. And then I just label each piece of cardboard and separate my pieces by what color they are going to be. And I find that this makes the spray painting process so much easier, and it makes sure that I don't lose pieces while I'm painting because they are taped down to the cardboard. Once everything is dry and ready to go, you can take off the protective coating for the 3M tape and then line up your outline to that backer, making sure that all of the edges are flush. And then you can start placing your pieces inside that outline to assemble your piece. And I like to put the 3M on the top of the backer because then you don't have to peel it off of every individual piece. You can just go ahead and place them in after taking it off as one big piece from your backer. So this part is my favorite part because you can really see it coming together. And then with outlines like this, you can just kind of follow that outline like a puzzle to reassemble your piece. I prefer the outlines to single line files because I find it so much easier to know where each element is supposed to go in your project. And I'm just going to speed up the remainder of this assembly. You kind of get the idea that each piece just fits right into that outline, and because the 3M is there, it stays put. And then once you have all of the pieces together, this is the final project, and I love how it turned out.